People of Saba, also known as the Sheba people, were blessed by Allah with abundant resources and a magnificent civilization. After the great reigns of prophets Dawood, David, and Solomon, their kingdom flourished both in public and private life. It is said that they used to grind wheat kernels to make bread. However, they were so extravagant and ungrateful that they even used those bread crumbs to clean their children. Eventually, the discarded crumbs piled up and formed a mountain. One day, a man said to a woman, "Woe to you! Fear God, lest he pours his wrath upon you and takes away his blessings." In response, the woman mockingly told him to go away, as she had no fear of hunger as long as their wealth lasted. Not much time passed before Allah's anger descended upon them. He took away the water, which is the foundation of life, leading to a severe drought. Their stored food reserves were exhausted. They were eventually forced to eat the discarded bread crumbs that had accumulated like a mountain, and people lined up to get their share of the contaminated bread. The concept of ingratitude for blessings and punishment for wrongdoing is reiterated in Surah An-Nahl, verse 112 and 113, which tells the story of a blessed and secure town whose inhabitants denied God's blessings and were consequently struck by hunger and fear. Surely, a messenger was sent to them, but they rejected him, and their punishment reached such a point that they were all oppressors. According to some narrations, in their attempt to better cultivate their land by conserving water, they had constructed a massive dam between two mountains. Water from various sources flowed into this dam, which they efficiently utilized for their vast gardens and agriculture. The branches of their fruit trees were so laden with fruit that it was said that if someone placed a basket under them, the basket would fill with fruit without even being touched. However, instead of showing gratitude, they became intoxicated with their wealth and oppressed the weak. Their society became deeply divided, with those in power exploiting the poor. Their arrogance reached a point where they made a reckless request to God. Mentioned in Surah Saba, verse 19, they asked God to increase the distance between them and the nearby villages, making the journey arduous for the poor and travelers. God answered their request by sending a destructive flood that broke the dam, causing a massive flood that destroyed everything in its path. Only the berry trees and some thorny shrubs remained. The migratory birds left, and owls and ravens took up residence in their ruins. This event serves as a reminder of the consequences of ingratitude and oppression, as stated in Surah Saba, verse 34. "And we certainly gave the mud a she-camel as a sign, but they wronged her. And we sent not the signs except as a warning." In the end, their ingratitude led to their downfall, and the Quran emphasizes that Allah does not punish anyone except when they have earned it through their deeds. Surah Saba, verse 37.